Well, my friends, it looks like YouTube's at it again. Another policy change coming. An update to our harassment policy. Wednesday, December the 11th. That's tonight that I'm doing this, 2019. Over the last several years, we have worked to improve the way we manage content on YouTube by quickly removing it when it violates our community guidelines, reducing the spread of borderline content, raising up authoritative voices when people are looking for breaking news and information. In other words, CNN, they've already done that. You look for something and CNN shows up. Fake news CNN, who's been, again, all the mainstream media who have been blasting us with this fake crap against Donald Trump for 3 years straight. The latest thing is the IG report. Oh, it exonerated Comey. Actually, no, it didn't. It roasted him. It proved Donald Trump was illegally spied on. And all those authoritative voices, when people are looking for breaking news and information, lied to us all. Anyways, that was a change that's already been here. They're just reminding you of that. And reward trusted creators and artists that make YouTube a special place. Today we are announcing a series of policy and product changes that update how we tackle harassment on YouTube. I'm going to tell you why they're doing this right now. Mark Dice will be nailed for this, at least going forward, because he likes to change his voice when he's talking about Brian Stelter, and he kind of sounds like Mickey Mouse, and sometimes he puts little Mickey Mouse clown, attributes to Brian Stelter. That might be a little more harassing, and there's a section on here specifically about harassing people and what it may mean, basically. Anyways, we systematically review all of our policies to make sure make sure the line between what we remove and what we allow is drawn in the right place, and recognized earlier this year that for harassment, there is more we can do to protect our creators and community. And by that, they don't mean the creators and the community. They mean the authoritative news sources that are lying to you, and people like me, and of course Mark Dice, who's got a huge following. We don't want you guys talking anymore. So everything we'll look at what you guys do and what you say, and then we'll find a way to say we don't like that anymore. We're updating our terms and conditions so that we can nail that person. Next thing you know, there'll be no quote-unquote news sources on YouTube except for the mainstream media. Everyone else will be kicked off, etc. That's why I'm always telling you, hey, I got a Patreon account in case you want to join me over there, in case YouTube goes away, but it's all good. Anyways, harassment hurts our community by making people less inclined to share their opinions and engage with each other. We heard this time and again from creators, including those who met with us during the development of this policy update. We also met with a number of experts who shared their perspective and informed our process, from organizations that study online bullying or advocate on behalf of journalists to free speech proponents and policy organizations from all sides of the political spectrum. No, just one side of the political spectrum, the leftist, democratic, liberals. They are the media. They are the journalists, right? Except for us. Well, you can't call yourself a journalist. You don't have a press credentials. We remain committed to our openness as a platform and to ensure that spirited debate and a vigorous exchange of ideas continue to thrive here. Well, that's funny. No matter what kind of ideas or debate comes from anybody else, you continually go with the liberal leftist side every single time. That's our choice. Oh, that's what we're going to do every time. A stronger stance against threats and personal attacks. We've always removed videos that explicitly threaten someone, reveal confidential personal information, or encourage people to harass someone else. Moving forward, our policies will go a step further and not only prohibit explicit threats, but also veiled or implied threats. This includes content simulating violence toward an individual or language suggesting physical violence may occur. No individual should be subject to harassment that suggests violence. So Kathy Gifford, your little fake thing with Trump's head, that could get your whole channel banned. But she's a liberal leftist. Never mind. Her channel will be fine. Consequences. Oh, wait a minute. No, next one. Beyond threatening someone, there's also demeaning language that goes too far. To establish a consistent criteria for what type of content is not allowed on YouTube, we're building upon the framework we used for our hate speech policy. We will no longer allow content that maliciously insults someone based on protected attributes, such as their race, gender expression, or sexual orientation. This applies to everyone from private individuals to YouTube creators to public officials. Consequences for a pattern of harassing behavior. This is the newer part, I believe. Something we heard from our creators is that harassment sometimes takes the shape of a pattern of repeated behavior across multiple videos or comments, even if an individual video doesn't cross our policy line. To address this, we're tightening our policies for the YouTube Partner Program to get even tougher on those who engage in harassing behavior and to ensure we reward only trusted creators. Channels that repeatedly brush up against our harassment policies will be suspended from the YouTube Partnership Program, eliminating their ability to make money on YouTube. We may also remove content from channels if they repeatedly harass someone. If this behavior continues, we'll take more severe action, including issuing strikes or terminating a channel altogether. And finally, we have addressing toxic comments. We know that the comment section is an important place for fans to engage with creators and each other. At the same time, we heard feedback that comments are often where creators and viewers encountered harassment. This behavior not only impacts the person targeted by harassment, but can also have a chilling effect on the entire conversation. To combat this, we remove comments that clearly violate our policies. By the way, over 16 million in the third quarter of this year were removed specifically due to harassment. The policy updates we've outlined above will also apply to comments. So we expect this number to increase in future quarters. Beyond comments that we remove, we also empower creators to further shape conversational channels with a variety of new tools, blah, 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 blah. Whatever. We've continued to fine-tune our systems to make sure we catch truly toxic comments, not just anything that's negative or critical, and feedback from creators has been positive. So, anyways, there's a little more to that. That's the new YouTube policy. That's the new YouTube policy. And again, the main thing, even if an individual video doesn't cross our policy threshold guideline, to address this, we're tightening our policies. Even if you don't quite break the terms and conditions we've set forth, we still might nail you, is what YouTube's saying. Again, who was the book? What was the book? Life After Google. Wasn't that a book? Life After Google? Book? Here we go, Amazon. Life After, I just remembered this. That's why I came in. Life After Google, 4 stars out of 5. The fall of big data and the rise of the blockchain economy. A Financial Times book of the month from the Wall Street Journal. Nothing Mr. Gilder says or writes is ever delivered at anything. Where's the, let's see, what else it says this is about. There we go. George Gilder, one of the leading economic and technological thinkers of the past 40 years, is the author of 19 books, including Wealth and Poverty, Life After Television, Knowledge and Power, and The Scandal of Money, a founding fellow of the Discovery Institute, where he began a study of information theory, and an influential venture investor. He lives with his wife in Western Massachusetts. Biography, I already read that. Someone had commented, I just want to read a couple comments. Introduction, while many can hardly imagine life before Google gave us instant access to search the knowledge of the ages, at least one forward-thinking tech genius is committed to preparing to help us all imagine what life after Google might look like. Mr. Gilder has done us average Earth people a great service by writing this book exposing the fatally flawed premise of Google's hierarchical system of the world and unveiling the soon arriving heterarchical or blockchain system. Today, Google is the world's premier information search tool, but along with its highly used free services, it has also opened Pandora's box and a dangerous, unsecured computer world, according to technologist, philosopher, economist George Gilder. Over the last 20 years, we've witnessed The meteoric rise of tech giants, including Google, Apple, Facebook, Amazon, and Microsoft, who now dominate the global news and financial markets by offering countless high-tech gadgets and freebies to the masses who are often willing to give up their time, privacy, and security, Evelyn, for convenience. Oh, but the Facebook app, Evelyn, turn that damn thing off. The result, your identity, your assets, and your future are at risk from a system so fragile that virtually no individual or business is secure from cyber attacks. Anyways, so they're just posting, I guess, the introduction from the book. Anyways, it's quite long, actually, very long. So I'm just gonna stop it there. I have spoketh enough, and just want to let you know once again, YouTube, Google is up to their same old antics. Clamping down, clamping down, clamping down, censorship, censorship, censorship. Oh, I didn't break the rules. Oh, you don't have to break the rules now. We just didn't like your content. We thought you were harassing Don Lemon from CNN because I said I didn't agree with what he said. Well, your terms and conditions said that disagreeing's okay. Yeah, but we took your comment in your video that it was harassing him. No, I just said he doesn't know what he's talking about. That's all I said. Exactly. That's what they can now get you on if they feel like it. Plain and simple. I just remember Q saying some type of social media platform would be coming where we would not have to deal with this stuff anymore. I look really forward to that, and I can't wait for it because I'll be honest, I'm getting tired of waiting. Take care.